Cupcake Worksheet. Video 1. You work in the office at Yoshiko's Cupcakes. This business sells 5 flavors of cupcakes: chocolate chip trip, Killa vanilla, berry cherry, marbled mocha, and lemon swirl. The sales numbers are in the thousands. The best-selling flavor is chocolate chip trip. It is selling so well that Yoshiko's bakers can't keep up with the demand. It's not their fault. This flavor requires some extra work. Each cupcake has to have chocolate chips sprinkled into it, otherwise the chips will sink to the bottom. Yoshiko found a machine that would do this, but she does not have the money to purchase it. So she set up a meeting with a loan officer at her bank to ask for a small business loan. She wants to come prepared with a spreadsheet to display the sales, the percentages of sales, and a pie chart. You can follow the steps in this video to create that worksheet. In order to begin this tutorial, you will need to save a new workbook as Cupcake Sales and input the data, the headings, and the numbers as seen on the screen. So pause this video and do that right now. In cell B3, we typed January, and we are going to use Autofill to complete the rest of the months. Autofill will insert words in a series like days of the week, months, or for example, if I typed week 1, it would insert week 2, week 3, and week 4. It saves a lot of time. So we want to complete the series of months here, so I hover over the bottom right corner of my cell, and I'm going to click and hold and drag to get February and March and let go, and my months are inserted. There are lots and lots of ways to add up the total values of rows and columns, and we will try 3 of them today. The first I will show you is typing a formula out. So every formula starts with an equal sign. This lets Excel know that this is going to be a formula and not just plain text. And I will type in the cell references I want to add. B5 plus C5 plus D5. Then I will press enter, and you'll notice that my total appears inside the cell and the formula is apparent up here in the formula bar. The second type we'll see today is using a function and a range. Again, I need to start with an equal sign, and then I need to type in the function. The function I want is not division or multiplication, it's adding. So Excel recognizes the word sum. Sum means to add things up. And then I put my range in a parentheses. B6 to D6. Close the parentheses, press enter, and yet again I can see my total inside the cell and in the formula bar my formula that was used to get it. I will now delete these 2 because I want to show you an even quicker way of adding up. I select the cell that I want and I head up to the editing group in the home ribbon and click on the Auto Sum button. The Auto Sum button will select a range, one of the closest ranges nearby. If it had selected the incorrect range, I could select another range if I wanted to. But it did select the correct range. I hit enter, and there I go. You can see the formulas up in the formula bar, and the total is in the cell. We can do this as well for a column. Select the cell, Auto Sum button, enter, ta-da. Now, let's say we want to copy this formula. This formula adds up this row. We can actually copy a relative formula into the next cells. Just like Autofill knows that I don't want this to say January, 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 I want the next month in the series, it will also recognize that I'll want the next row to be added in my formula. So I'm going to click here with my Autofill Plus and drag down, and you'll see if you look inside the formula bar that I get relative formulas. And this works for columns too. click and drag all the way across, and you can see my relative formulas in the formula bar. Now that you've added up all the totals, you will need to calculate the percentage of sales. What percent of the total was chocolate chip trip or kill of vanilla? What formula could you use to figure this out? Go to the next video to see how you will use Excel to do this.